There he is.
Before we get into today's video, I want to let you guys know that we just dropped 6 new hat designs on the website. And also, if you guys would like to get your hands on any of the first hats that we dropped on the website, there is about 5 or 6 of these black patch hats, and we sold out of the camo ones. So if you guys want to snag one of these before they are sold out, or one of the 6 new hats that we just put on the website, head on over to bwfilms.shop and grab yourself some gear. Now let's go fling some arrows.
What's up, brothers? It's day number, I'm not sure. It's definitely been a week since I left home, and I've just been living in my truck. I've been living in the back seat. You can see right there, I got the old battery station, charging up camera batteries. I was just doing some editing in my truck all day since this morning's hunt, and I've just been greasy, straight up living in my truck, and it's been kind of awesome, to be honest. We've just been scouting and hunting every day. It took me 3 days to finally get a duck and a goose with my bow, and it just so happens I got both of those out of the air with my bow in the last video. But what we got going on for the morning's hunt is going to be a whole lot of pretty much the same thing as we ended the last video doing. We are going to build a tree blind on the fence line of this field. As you can see in the field right now, a lot of these geese are up nice and tight to the fence line, and that is what we want when we are bow hunting these ducks and these geese. What I have learned the last few days that I have been doing this and attempting to shoot a duck and goose out of the air, I noticed that your hide and where you are set up is the biggest thing. You want to get these ducks and geese in nice, close, and personal, and if they don't know you're there, it's very nice to get to full draw and be ready on these birds coming into your decoy spread. Now, if you sit by a tall wood line, you have less of a chance of these birds getting as close. We did try to sit on a wood line in the last video, and the birds, they do not want to commit super close to the wood line. This fence line that we're on, it is very short grass throughout the whole section in between the 2 wheat fields that we are hunting, and these birds have no issue flying right over the fence line at 5 feet because they're not going to hit a tree or anything. It's just wide open with short grass. So this fence line has not been affecting the way they come in, and this morning they actually were landing some of them 5 to 10 feet from the fence. So they're getting up close and personal. We're going to run the same exact setup as we did yesterday. And it was funny when I pulled up to the field to scout this evening, all of the geese and ducks that are already in the field are literally sitting exactly where we hunted this morning. So I should have just left my blind up, but I feared that they would feed somewhere else since we kind of messed with them a little bit this morning. But clearly they do not care, and that is another good thing about using the bow, is that when I shoot at these things, they know something is weird, something happened, but they have no idea what it was. So it just spooks them a little. They go a few hundred yards away to the middle of the field, wherever, a different part, and they just all fed in the same field. They did not care at all. So I'll probably be able to hunt this for another day or two. I picked the very nice farmer up a couple cases of Pilsner, and he was nice enough to let me hunt as long as I'm here. So the next couple days, as long as these birds stay here, we should have no issue getting some good shooting in with the bow. Big shout out and thank you to this farmer. That was very nice of him to let me hunt here. This field is just an absolutely picture perfect spot for the hide and setup to use the bow. But we're gonna sit here and watch this the rest of the evening, and then we'll go out there, set everything up in the morning, and hopefully we can get some good old arrow flinging in the morning. See y'all then. See ya! Old B-Dub is greasy. I need some deodorant. When you start smelling yourself, you know it's greasy. You know it's real greasy. The whole time I've been here, I've showered a total of 2 times. And how I do so is these little tanks in the back of my truck. Each one of these jugs here is, I think, 5 or 6 gallons. So what I do is unscrew these big lids when these are full. And then I got this hose here. That's a suction hose. I drop that in my water jug. Throw my little shower head out like this. And then I turn this power on like that. And just flip this switch on the pump back here. And we got water. I got a little shower privacy tent where I can go in and I hold this wand and then I wet myself down like this. Greasy old B-Dub shower. And then I soap myself up. Then rinse myself off. But like I said, I've already showered twice and all that water's gone. So now I'm gonna use dude wipes to wash myself. Bruh.
This morning I'm setting up every arrow that I got with me because yesterday I didn't have enough arrows. I could shoot as fast as I wanted until I ran out, and then I'd have to run out and pick up. So we're gonna set a few more of these suckers up today, but we're running the Slockmaster Flu arrows. For the ducks, we'll be tipping the arrows with Slockmaster Headhunter tip. On the small geese, there's a lot of lessers around right now. Those Headhunter tips, as close as we were getting them yesterday, would honestly probably be lethal on most spots that you hit them. But just to make sure, anywhere we hit a goose, we want to be lethal. So for the geese, we're going to be using an expandable broadhead. Also, if you guys would like to check out any of the Slockmaster products that we're using, you can head over to slockmaster.com and use code BW10 to save you a little bit of money at checkout. Okay, we got about 5 minutes until we can shoot and everything is set up. I'm running 10 dozen of the Dive Bomb Industries V3 Canada Goose silhouettes, and we got these things hugging tight to the fence line. So something that I have noticed bow hunting these geese and ducks out here is that we need these decoys close to our edge hide to pull these geese especially in close and tight to us. Obviously with the bow and with these flu arrows, 20 yards and under is a pretty ideal range to be shooting at these birds. So we want to pull these things in as tight as we can, and sometimes the geese do not like if you put your decoys this tight to the fence line, but it's the gamble that we have to take bow hunting these. The geese that do come in will be nice and tight, hopefully. The ducks are a little easier to get in tight. They don't care as much, and they're a little bit more lenient to the decoy spread being close to the edge hide. The ducks should pull in nice and tight for us today like they did yesterday, but the geese, I'm not too sure about. I'm gonna get in the blind, we're gonna knock an arrow up, and hopefully we can sling some shafts this morning. Also, our blind is looking pretty good. They're gonna have no idea that we're sitting here this morning. First arrow of the morning, boys. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Ooh, we touched that one. We're already shot like 12 arrows today. This morning. Okay, I need to go pick up arrows. Now that was a slock. First mallard down for us of the morning. We're on the board. This spot's a little bit tough for me. I built my blind a little too tight. So now every time that I pull back on these, I'm hitting branches and I can't really turn much and aim, and it sucks. But if I mess with it now, we're gonna scare a lot of birds away since they're flying, and I don't wanna do that. So we're gonna keep sending it like this and just hopefully take what we can get. All right, we got ducks in the spread, baby. Oh, I hit him, but it was a little too far away to do any damage, apparently. Darn it. Here we go. Can we slack another? There he is. There he is. Figuring out that overhead lead for me has been tough, but looks like we got it on that one. Two ducks so far. Oop, we got more. Oh, too close. Them were too close. Them ones was a little too close, boys. I freaking fell over shooting at those ones. What the frick? I didn't think he was gonna come any farther. I should have waited. I had to get some more stubble. Our blind is looking very, very bad right now. Very bad. Oh! He don't know how close he just got. That was inches away from a kill shot, is what that was. These birds are all flying up to the very north side of the field, where there was actually some in there last night. There was a lot of lessers, a lot of snow geese in there, and a good amount of ducks, and a lot of them actually roosted on that north side. And I wasn't sure if it was because the combine in the field pushed them out into that area and kind of scared them to a different area to feed, or if they just naturally wanted to go there. And it seems like they naturally wanted to go there because there's a lot of ducks going back. And we might have to hunt that. After we slock one of these, of course. Or not. Also, I thought this far north, it'd be cold out. I'm in pants and a hoodie, and I have to have the hoodie on because the mosquitoes are absolutely horrendous. Because it's been like mid-70s to over 80 degrees since I've been here, and kind of sucks. This heat sucks. I would like some cool fall weather. I was just goose hunting in North Dakota last week, and it got down to 32 one night for a low. And now I gotta deal with 80 degrees. And all these ducks are going to the north to feed. At this point, I'm just hoping to pull a few more stragglers in. The blind is sick, though. I went and grabbed a bunch of brush, and we're covered up. It is, it's pretty dark in here. We got a nice little shooting window in the front. I wish it looked like this right away this morning when more ducks were coming in, but sometimes you don't know till you see how the birds are reacting, and then sometimes by that time it's too late. It's about 8 o'clock right now, and nothing's really been coming in or liking it for the last probably 45 minutes to an hour. Every duck has been going to that north field, and I'm gonna pack it up a little bit early today. We got 2 ducks out of the air. Hey, any day you get even 1 bird out of the air with the bow, that's a freaking hype day. That's a successful day. And we got 2 mallards out of the air this morning, so absolute success for us. And hopefully tomorrow we can do this again, or possibly this evening. But old Beat Up gonna pack it on up, and we're gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all on the next one. See ya!